What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today Call of Duty dropped another blog post in regards to the campaign. This time they actually showed the free campaign rewards that are going to be available for you to use in multiplayer. The rewards are actually pretty sick, including operator skins, weapon blueprints, new finishing moves, and there's a lot more rewards than what we saw with MW3's campaign rewards last year. But we're going to be going over that as well as more information that did pop up with this new blog post. So if you find today's video helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So yesterday, Call of Duty dropped part 1 of the campaign blog post, and it was easily summarized with around a minute and 30-second long clip that they ended up posting over on YouTube. It pretty much went over everything leading up until now in terms of the Black Ops 6 storyline, the timeline that's going on with Black Ops, as well as everything else. So they pretty much confirm what's canon about BO2, what isn't, what went on with Cold War, summarize all the past events. But I'm not going to go over that again. We already talked about that. Feel free to check out yesterday's video for that. But they dropped a new blog post. They said campaign the story so far part 2, and then they went ahead and actually dropped a 3-minute long intel, and I'm gonna go ahead and just roll it for you guys because the devs will explain it much better than I will.
The campaign is definitely like playing through a summer blockbuster that is accessible to anybody coming in.
Black Ops 6 follows the events of both Cold War and then the 1980s part of Black Ops 2.
Story takes place in 1991. Frank Woods had been on a mission in Panama that had gone south because there was apparently a mole within the CIA that betrayed them. Jason Hudson got killed. Alex Mason was killed by Woods' hand unintentionally. So what we're dealing with is some of the aftermath of those events. Our major returning characters are Frank Woods. He's a man of action, but he's not able to actually get out in the field anymore. We also have Russell Adler. No one quite understands his motivations, so he's difficult to trust.
As far as new characters, we have Troy Marshall brings leadership, and then Savati Dumas, she's the master of disguise.
And Felix Newman is a tech genius.
Their arcs are very like, I don't know who to trust. I don't necessarily trust anybody in this room, but we know that we have like a similar goal.
When we were starting to think of a campaign, we first start with our era. So we knew we wanted to touch on the Gulf War. We'll hit Kuwait, Iraq, Washington, D.C., Soviet Union. And then from there, we fill in the gaps with, what are just cool locations that we want to do that are fun, provide big experiences, big moments, and really fit the characters in the story.
Call of Duty has many landmarks, either existing or fictional one that is heavily related with real life, real war, real events.
The sheer variety in the game is pretty spectacular in that there's a lot of space to explore. The player can do it in any order they want. We're allowing different strategies in these spaces.
You'll find that your buddy played it differently and they got a whole different result, or that something happened to them that didn't happen to you. So there's a lot of replayability.
The Safehouse is a place to go in between missions. It gives the player a chance to explore.
It's where you can really see these characters and feel who they are and what they're going through.
There is also upgrade stations, so the player can upgrade themselves with improved equipment, improved abilities.
The safe house will grow as the player progresses through the game. The set dress will change, the visuals will change, and you'll notice different things that weren't there before.
So the player is playing a CIA operative named William Calderon. He goes by Case.
Throughout the campaign, you'll be playing as Case, but there are other opportunities and other missions where you will play as other members of the team. And under the radar, you're playing as Sev, and she gets her own uniform and is disguised as a person who's working the base. We're hammering home to the player, this is a different character you're playing as. And so prototyping a mechanic around her having heightened keen eye senses, integrating that into the flow of the mission worked really well.
I think my favorite part is in high rollers. You're going to go in there, pretend you are one of the customers, and break into the underground vault and get that cash out.
My favorite mission is Emergence. It's a classic Black Ops, mind-twisting, don't really know what's going on sort of vibe to it, and I think players are really, really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, we put a lot of love into this game. A lot of people have worked hard on it, and we're super excited with how it turned out. I can't wait for people to play it this fall.
Other than the intel drop, the blog post continues on to give you information on the actual campaign gameplay itself. So they said right here, gameplay tips. Consider these tips when getting started with the campaign to make your journey into the next Black Ops chapter a smooth one. Know your inventory. Check your in-game backpack for supplies throughout the campaign. Opening the backpack reveals the equipment wheel selection screen where various tools and explosives can be equipped, including series favorites like the RCXD. Check your vitals. Keep your operator in fighting shape by watching the health and armor meter on your HUD. If your health bar depletes all the way, your operator goes down for the count. Seek out armor pieces in the environment to bulk up your defenses. And this was interesting. They said renovations, seek out piles of cash while playing the campaign to invest in your safe house, a manor perched atop a granite cliff that used to serve as a KGB black site in the 1950s. As the safe house evolves, gain additional customization options to fine-tune your operator for the next mission. So you guys saw that in the intel drop. How the safe house will evolve over time as you continue the campaign. I guess you have to collect cash in order to do that. And then they said evidence board. Check the manor's evidence board between missions to access additional intel and mission briefings. This is where the tactical planning occurs. Piece together the puzzles within the storyline between deciding on your best course of action. Now, as you play the game, you will now be able to get the campaign rewards. So this is the first official photo that we have here of the campaign rewards. And when you take a look here, you already see how the rewards are automatically better than MW3. First off, you have the weapon blueprints. You have the Bastion for the pistol, which actually looks like a shotgun. So I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that. But then you have the Truth Serum assault rifle. You have the Oni Echo sniper, the Pocket Aces SMG, the Case Cracker combat knife. This definitely looks like a bundle all on its own right there. And then you have Marshall, the heist operator skin, which you did see in a couple of the trailers when they were at the casino. And then you have a new loading screen. It says a good look at the devil, which showcases Adler in the sitting bull pose. You can also unlock a brand new finishing move, which is a pickaxe. You have a new spray called the Slip Sauce, some stickers and charms, Allied Effort, the tank, the Forging Fate, and the Cradle. And the thing is, if you take a look here at the bottom, it says finish the campaign and earn these rewards plus more. So that means there's going to be a lot more rewards that are going to be available, and they go over the mission rewards. So it says complete missions and upgrade your Black Ops safe house to earn rewards for use across multiplayer and zombies. In addition to rewards like XP tokens, here are the in-game items players can unlock for progressing in the campaign. So it says intro, you get the Slip Sauce spray, contract mission, Forging Fate weapon vinyl, the Union mission, the hook, line, and sinker finishing move, the Sandbox plus Palace mission, you get the Oni Echo blueprint for the sniper LR762, the Redacted mission, you get the Allied Efforts weapon vinyl, the Heist, you get the Heist operator skin, Storm, you get the tank charm, Sabotage, a good look at the devil wallpaper, Interrogation plus Defend, the Cradle charm, Safe House puzzle, Case Cracker blueprint plus melee knife, Safe House upgrade station, Truth Serum blueprint, assault rifle Ames 85, upgrade station again, the Pocket Aces blueprint for the SMG Jackal PDW, and then you also get Safe House upgrade one more time. You get the Bastion blueprint for the Mosto 500. On top of these rewards, they also showed additional ones that you can unlock. They have campaign calling card challenges, and this is the first look at what they look like. They said, in addition to the campaign rewards, expect a series of unique calling card challenges featuring special mission parameters to unlock a variety of stylish calling cards upon completion. Some examples shown above, but the redacted criteria for earning all the campaign calling cards, including the Dark Ops challenges, must remain, and then they blinked it out. So they said stay tuned for another Call of Duty blog post that's going to be coming out where they're going to discuss even more information. So far, they started focusing here on the campaign. I believe maybe zombies will be next, and then they're going to jump into multiplayer. So that's like the current scheduling that it seems like as of right now. But what are your thoughts and opinions on the campaign rewards? Is this enough to convince you to play the campaign first? Because we don't have early access. So that means you can either jump into multiplayer, zombies, or campaign at the same time when it becomes available. So is this going to convince you to get on campaign first, or will you still be jumping in multiplayer or zombies? But that's all I got for you guys in this one. Hope you guys found it informative. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I might have another Black Ops 6 video later today.